So you've picked out some gorgeous modern house numbers for your home update. And now the question is, will anyone be able to see them after dark? Hi, I'm Della Hansmann of Mid-Mod Midwest. This is Brandy McLean, founder of Modern House Numbers. And today we want to talk about how to keep appropriate visibility, how to light your house numbers at night. And I bet there are several successful approaches to take. What would you think of as sort of the default choice? And then what are some out-of-the-box solutions people might want to think about?
Absolutely. Well, I think this is a great and vital question. I think when, first off, when selecting house numbers, I think we all go out during the day and we're like, oh, we could put them here by the front door. We could put them by the garage. We could put them on this landscape fence. And then we're like, boom, we're going to do that idea. But I think the thing I would recommend and suggest is not only looking at a day, but like going out of your home from the street and looking at night, because it's really important to consider lighting at night. And it might have the perfect position for the daytime, but at night things change.
Yeah.
So, I think first you want to look where your existing lights are, and then maybe, bounce around the idea if you're willing to select a location where you might have to add some lighting. So, some existing calming lighting sources that you might have on your home is like up facing landscape lighting, or a light sconce on your garage or next to your front door where you could put the house numbers below, maybe vertically.
Yeah.
And then, you might have some landscape lighting that you could face to the house numbers if they're on a boulder or a low fence. But another smart, affordable, and easy option is some solar landscape lightings that you can direct. The
Yeah.
great thing with technology is that solar lighting, you can place wherever you want. You don't have to be dependent on like an existing lighting source. And we have an old 1950s mid-century modern home, and we have not an outlet outside.
Oh, yikes.
So I think in older homes, you know, electricity wasn't thought as much as outside, so it becomes quite difficult and expensive to add trenching and do these things. But with this new technology of solar lighting, it makes it much more approachable to add lighting than
No
it.
trip wires, no digging, no need for an outside outlet. Yeah.
And lighting is really important, but never degrade like visibility in terms of like also like visibility from the street in terms of selecting the right size or font, and consider contrast of color.
Yeah.
So that the color contrast is probably even more important at night than it is during the day, and things that someone might overlook.
Yeah. And I think also I've mentioned it before, but I love that some of your numbers come with standoffs, which can really work when you've got a raking angle light, an angle light coming from a steep angle that makes that shadow line kind of get out of alignment with the actual shape of the number, which does a really nice little background effect that makes them feel more visible. I was going to say too, it depends on your level of creativity, but if you're looking at numbers right on the house and you have a light fixture, say on a garage face that works, but it doesn't point at where you'd like the house numbers to be, it's often a very simple job to hire an electrician for, or a careful DIY-able job. If you're going to turn your breakers off and watch a couple of YouTube videos, you can replace one light with another fairly easily and get a light that both aesthetically complements the house and points at the house numbers in a really practical, useful visibility way.
Yes, that's quite a easy and inexpensive way to change your lighting as well.
And to match the style of your house. I feel like one of the most obvious things we see in our master plans when we're looking at exteriors is that the style of the exterior lights isn't speaking the same language as the style of the house. Or even it is like it's just a mid-century traditional, but the owners are looking for something more mid-century modern. So we'll take out an old wrought iron carriage lamp and put in a globe lamp instead. That sort
Yeah,
of thing.
and if you're unsure what finish you should select, you can never go wrong with matching, the hardware of your light fixture or your door. If you just can't decide, those are great reference points to possibly what house numbers would look good on your home.
Absolutely. The style guide approach, looking at either if you're going to start from scratch, making a consistent choice over all the new things, or if you're keeping any existing elements intact, particularly if they're original to the mid-century house, pull from the metals and the finished colors that you already have, and then just build off of them. You don't have to match everything. It doesn't have to be 100% matchy-matchy, but it does have to coordinate. and matching is never the wrong choice. So it definitely makes decisions easier if I'm sure you experience people saying, I don't know which one to pick. How can I choose? So that's an easy default. Yes, match to something that exists on the house. Great. So, most important thing is make sure that if there's an emergency in the night, someone can find you, and also that your late night Amazon delivery and pizza delivery things can still get through to you as you want them.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, make it sure it's visible, not just at night, but in the day. That's a good thing to think about is when you walk out and look at your house, to think about where numbers go. After you've decided, go and look again after dark.
Yes, you guys got this.